we do not like to look at some problems, but these do not make the problems better.
Don't go away.
It just makes sense to do your homework, to make a scenario. What could happen if I would teach you how to fly? There's the what if technique. So we are flying, and I would always ask you, what would you do now if your engine fails, your hydraulic system drops, whatever? And as a manager, I can ask myself the same question. What would I do if my most important employees leave the company? What would I do if my bank is canceling my loan? What would I do if my most important customer says, I don't like you anymore? What would I do if my warehouse is burning down? What would I do? And the fun part is, but fun part is the wrong word, so sorry for this. But the interesting part for this is, I call it the crisis simulator, like a flight simulator we are, as pilots, are training on. I do this with corporates, and when they start to do this negative brainstorming, so what could possibly happen? And then we have all these scenarios, and then we start to develop action plans. And the interesting thing is, usually after maybe 3, maximum 4 different action plans, so first response plans, they are starting to become redundant. So you see, usually you need maybe 3. Usually it's only 3. Sometimes maybe 4 different checklists, who's responses, doing what, or whatever, and you have 98% covered. And then it comes to the point what you mentioned. Of course, you can't train the Hudson River scenario, but you can train the pattern. You can train the scheme. You can train, okay, what would I do? The
concept of a crash.
In case of engine failure, total engine loss in low altitude. You can think about, okay, what would I do if?